Ever heard someone say, if you're late one more time? That is a punitive approach. That is an approach where we are focused on the motivator being fear. We do not want to manage that way today because today's new workforce does not receive that very well. And remember, almost everyone is hiring today, which means that your staff and employees have options. If they feel that they're in a punitive environment where they could get in trouble at any given time, they are much more likely to walk away. So what do we do instead? We need to set clear expectations for our folks. Let me give you an example. Some of my clients will have a start time at 8 o'clock, but yet they say that if anyone clocks in up until 6 minutes after, they're not considered late until that 7th minute. Well, that is setting an expectation for those folks that 8:06 is still on time. But the managers get upset because in their minds, 8 o'clock, or better yet, 7:59 is on time, and 8:03, 4, 5, 6 is really unacceptable. But the policy states they're not late until 7 minutes after. So we have to be much more clear about our expectations and not get on people's case about missing those expectations if it wasn't clearly stated to begin with. Also, we need to understand our staff's reality. What was their morning like? What is their life like? What struggles are they dealing with every day if maybe they're a single parent or they're caring for a sick parent at home? Those types of things matter. We are hiring the whole person. So when they come in a few minutes late, we need to decide, is that an acceptable situation or not an acceptable situation, and discuss that with the staff. We must be consistent and firm when we make decisions and not just be wishy-washy and change all the time. And yet you're going to have to balance when the rules really apply versus not. Now, I know that I sound like I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth, but this is where it comes in so critically that you know your people and you know the why behind the policies and procedures your organization has, because you have to find the middle ground in those situations. So once you set the expectations, you stay consistent and firm in that, but understand your people's individual needs and make those accommodations as they seem appropriate, okay? You don't want to not have any kind of rules in your mind even and just be haphazardly making decisions of what flies and what doesn't, because that will mean chaos for your team and they will not understand what's expected of them, where the rules lie, where that line in the sand is. They will get very, very confused. So make sure to also recognize the contributions. Recognize when your staff hit the mark. Recognize when they are being so dependable and you are so grateful for that because they're showing up every day on time when maybe you have some other folks who are not hitting the mark like you want them to be. So please understand that in today's market, we really can't have that punitive, fear-based approach because your staff can leave anyway. Instead, I recommend taking a more incentive-based approach and a more recognition-based approach. What gets recognized gets repeated. So it is critical to focus on the people doing a great job and being dependable, not letting those few people who are missing the expectations steal all of your focus and all of your time. Don't forget the great folks that show up and do a great job.